Hey everyone, and welcome to Chained Echoes, an indie game made almost entirely by one person, Matthias Lindus, which is just very impressive for a full-scale RPG. Oh my goodness, I have so much respect for this developer for just being able to accomplish this in the first place. But yes, Chained Echoes came out a couple years ago. I played it about 6 months after it came out. Played through it, very, very thoroughly enjoyed it. I would not say it's a perfect game, but then I wouldn't say that about any game. Except for maybe in Stars in Time, but we're not going to get onto my favorite game of all time. We're here to play Chained Echoes. We did in Stars in Time already. Yeah, Chained Echoes. Very good game. I would not say I would definitely say it has a few weak points. Narrative is not the strongest part of this game. That's not to say it is weak, the narrative is good, it's just also notably not the best part of this game. It does, however, wear its influences on its sleeve, and I respect the heck out of it for that. That is... There will be many points in this game where if you have seen the right anime or played the right game, you will point at the screen and you'll go, hey, I recognize exactly what you're doing here. This is so blatantly obvious. And I respect the heck out of games that do that. It's a very well-known fact that there is no original idea among humanity. There are only original takes on ideas. And I respect any author who's willing to wear their influences on their sleeve and be like, hey, I was influenced by this piece of work. This is my take on this same idea. I respect that. It's a very cool thing. It's a very fun aspect of this game. And just something that stuck with me. That is probably the main thing that stuck with me after I played it for the first time, is just how enthusiastically forward it is about its influences. Before we get started, first off, I do have a criticism. If I plug in a controller right now, or at any point while playing this game, it will freeze. This has still not been fixed. This game has been out for almost 3 years. And this has still not been fixed. This is very frustrating. It is not an uncommon issue. There are multiple people reporting this issue. There's no known fix for it. I really wish they would fix it. Oh well. Before we begin, I do want to check these settings real quick. We're playing in English, autosave on. Vibration is useless because controllers don't work for me. Should be able to leave most of this at default, but I do want to double check everything real quick. There's some good accessibility options here that you may want to turn on or off. There's screen shake and white flashes on the screen. You may want to turn these off if these are harmful for you. I'm going to leave text speed at 2, running speed at the maximum of 3. You can also influence how enemy AI works up here, or how combat works up here. Overdrive area size, we'll be taught about it soon enough. But for now, all you need to know is wide is easy mode, normal is normal mode, and extra tight is hard mode. We're leaving it on normal. I may eventually switch to wide, but we're leaving it on normal for now. Enemy stats, somewhat self-explanatory. It's just your enemy's various stats, their HP, their attack, etc. And aggressiveness is how aggressive enemies are in battle. Alright, with that out of the way, let us get started with Chained Echoes. Wake up. It's time to get up, Glenn. Look how lovely the sun is shining. It's still so early. Come on, get dressed quickly. Your friends may come any minute. All right, we get a basic look at the controls. Pause at any time with P. And is there a way to bring back up this list of controls? I'm going to hope yes. Yes, the pause menu lets us do that. Perfect. All right. We have woken up. We have models of machines on our mechs on our nightstand. We've got a poster of a mech. All right, Mother, hello. She is not talking to us. The coast is already in sight, so stop sleeping. Huh? I'm already... It's gonna get wild soon, so get your ass up. Mom? I said, wake the hell up. don't believe this. We're on a suicide mission and he's taking a nap. No, actually, I haven't slept for days because of this mission. I don't care, boy. Get up and move your sorry ass to the captain up on the bridge. Well, that's an unpleasant way to wake up. We had a dream within a dream, it seems. Alright, before we head up to the bridge to talk with the commander about this suicide mission, we got some exploration to do. We picked up a snack out of that treasure chest. And if we take a look at our items, snacks will heal a low amount of HP. Nice. One moment. Turning the game down slightly, hopefully that didn't affect the audio for you too much. Alright, let's keep taking a look around. In this door, we have 25 money in this bed. Someone left it behind, and hello. I have to stay on the Wyrnshire today because I'm sick. I wanted to join the battle, but Wywyan talked me out of it. Well, it's probably for the best that you stay safe if you're sick. Not gonna be too much help on the battlefield while sick. This mission is total suicide. We're supposed to break through the enemy lines as a vanguard. I'm scared, Glenn. What if I'm outnumbered on the battlefield? Would I be a coward to run away? I mean, personally, I would run away if I was outnumbered and there was not much chance of winning. Better to live to fight another day, I think. You would? I hope I never get into that situation. Well, let's hope. You look pale, Glenn. A boy with your talent shouldn't always look so worried. Yeah, well, this is apparently a suicide mission, so worried feels reasonable. If I die, my family in Valeria will get the money. They're waiting for it eagerly. For the money, of course, not for my death. Well, let's hope none of us die on this mission. Hey, Glenn, I heard your task is to break through the enemy lines with your sky armor. I guess so. I wish I had something I was good at. I'm sure you do. If you don't have something, then maybe you just haven't discovered it yet. Hopefully we'll survive this mission so that I still have time to do this. Yep, best of luck. The Kingdom of Taryn conquered the city of Wyrnshire a few days ago. Now Wyrnshire has asked us to take back the town. I think that's how the story goes. In the midst of a war. Damn it, I told Marlock we shouldn't fly at full speed for such long distances. What's going on? The ether oven is about to explode, that's what's going on. Something's wrong with this thing, but I can't figure it out. If only someone with a knack for this kind of stuff could help me out. Do you want me to take a look? Here's a problem. You got a clamp? Yeah, here you go. Thanks, I just need to turn it up a little bit here, a little there, then a little more here. Done. Whoa, the oven has calmed down. Thankfully, you're even better at flying sky armors than you are at handling repairs. Otherwise, I'd be out of a job. Here, take this as a thank you. It'll help you on the battlefield. And we got some sweets. What did those do for us? Sweets are going to restore some TP. We'll get into TP later. Also, apologies if you can hear the clicky-clack of my lovely mechanical keyboard. I have a directional microphone, so hopefully that's cutting out most of it, but given I can't play on controller, this is the best we've got. Our chief technician is a slave driver. Nobody likes him, but he gets along with you. I wonder why. I would assume because we're very talented at fixing machines, I suppose. We got an angel wing, and that is going to revive a character. Very nice. Good in case of emergency. Alright, I think that's it for this floor. I didn't see any other treasures I can snag. So let's head up and up one more time. Alright, what do we got up here? If it isn't Glenn, excited, aren't you? Maybe a little. Relax, you just keep the sky above our heads clear and we'll take care of the enemy on the ground. We're a team together, no one stands a chance against the band of the Iron Bull. You're right. Luck has been with us for years, as long as I have this lucky charm here. Oops, you dropped it. It's broken. Don't worry about it. It isn't a bad omen or anything like that. Oh no. Oh no. Just because our name was dragged through the mud by those miserable baboons of Amanda, we now have to go on this suicide mission. If we survive this, we'll get back at them. So I take it things have not been ideal for the band of the Iron Bull recently. What do we got up here? Polish, polish, polish. When am I gonna get a chance to work on these babies, Chief? Not before a mission, maybe afterwards. But after the mission is before the mission. There's always a mission, isn't there? The sky armors are in perfect condition. Make sure they stay that way, Glenn. Will do. Alright, how about you, friend? Look at these babies, Glenn. Aren't they great? Is that dynamite? I've been saving it for a mission like this. Aren't they dangerous? It's dangerous only for the enemy. I know this stuff. It'll be fine. I mean, you're the one with dynamite. I guess you're the expert. You're probably right. I'm no expert. Sure, don't worry. It'll come in handy. Alright, well, awesome. Let's hope that goes well for us. All men in battle positions. This vanguard will not sink into the ocean. Yak, yak, yak. Oh, Glenn, our ace pilot at last. I'm sorry. Too late for apologies. We're reaching the coast soon. Glenn, Kylie, you take the sky armors and go ahead. We'll follow you. Yes, sir. Our goal is the Opus Stone. It feeds the ether cannons with energy. We smash that thing and clear the way for the rear guard. Understood? Yes, sir. Ha ha ha! Our client doesn't think we'll survive this. Lured by the promise to pour gold around our families after our deaths, we took the job anyway. But we will show them that we can survive. We will not let our families spend our pay all alone, right? To the band of the Iron Bull. To the band of the Iron Bull. What? So soon? Their cannon shouldn't reach us yet. Cursed Tarynians and their darn technology. Let's go. Are you ready, partner? I think so. Say, Kylian, do you believe we can succeed? What are you talking about? Of course we can. Are you getting nervous? No, I mean, maybe a little. Don't worry, we'll go in, smash the Opus Stone, and get out. The rear guard will handle the rest. Yeah, sounds easy. Normally, we would have to work 3 years for so much money. What will you do with all of it? I'm not sure. I have a wish, but the money probably won't be enough. Come on, tell me! I always wanted to have my own sky armor. That's nice. What would you do with it? Surely it's not simply for taking walks on a nice day, right? I don't know. I would probably do the same as before. Sky armors exist for battle, after all. I could tune it up and work on it on my own, though. You could be anywhere in the world and yet you choose the battlefield. There's nothing else in my life. Since you rescued me back then, this mercenary band is all I have. You, however, have a family and a home. What would you do with all the money? You know that I'm not here for the money. I would choose the battlefield as well. There's still a long way ahead until I reach my dream. Huh, looks like we'll have to put up with each other a little longer. If we survive this, what can go wrong with our ace pilot, right? Alright, you two, enough romantic talk. You're ready to go. Godspeed, Glenn. Watch out, Glenn. The enemy is sending their own sky armors our way. How about a demonstration of your skills, Glenn? I bet you can take them down on your own. What? Alright, and now the tutorial on combat begins. Battle Basics 1. Battles are turn-based. You and your enemies take turns choosing actions. The order of each turn is displayed in the top right corner. HP represents your health. If it reaches 0, the character is incapacitated. Tech points, or TP, are a resource used for skills. HP and TP are restored completely after each battle. The icon next to a skill indicates the type of the skill. Defeating enemies in battle grants you access to different spoils. Loot that can be sold for money or to unlock new deals, materials that can be used to upgrade weapons, and skill points used to upgrade skills. Defeating an enemy will show your loot immediately, but you will not receive it until after the battle. So in other words, you need to finish the battle to actually get the reward. Alright, in battle, your primary goal is going to be using your tech abilities to do the massive damage that you need to survive. Our tech abilities are limited, well, our skills are limited by the amount of TP we have. We can see the amount of each, we can see the effects of each tech or each skill that we have by hovering over them. So Poison Salvo will inflict poison for 5 turns, and Piercer does a single physical blow doing 2.2 times damage. That damage multiplier is relative to your basic attack. So this will do 2.2 times as much damage as our basic attack. So now that poison's on the enemy, we're going to use Piercer tear through you, and keep going until you're dead. Real quick before we finish off this enemy, you can see just below their name there's this little bar with a narrow red bar in the middle. That is the health bar for your enemies. The more damage you do, the narrower that bar gets until they finally die. Ha! They're no challenge for our ace pilot. We shouldn't fool around, Kylian. Well then get ready, here comes a new challenger! Alright, this is a game where it is always very, very useful to drop those damage over time abilities on enemies, as well as drop buffs on your allies. So I'm always going to open up with making sure Poison Salvo is up. And then you can see that bar has shrunk a little bit from the full green it was before. And we can see the bar is almost empty. That is the HP bar. That's it, Glenn. Now on to the Opus Stone. Whoa! Look out for their cannons! Damn it! Kylian! Are you alright? Of course not! The Sky Armors were our best chance to reach the Opus Stone. As long as we still have legs to walk and arms to wield the sword, we will not give up. It's about time that you get to know the battlefield outside of your Sky Armor. You've had enough training. But here on land, you follow me, understood? Yes. We'll fight our way to the Opus Stone on foot. Once the stone is shattered, we can wait for the rear guard. Alright, well, we failed to get the Sky Armors all the way to our goal. That sucks. Okay, not many places we can go, so let's just follow the path. Ignore the battlefield, Glenn. Let's take this way. Climb up here. Alright, we're going to take the side path. We have our mission, they have theirs. And ground combat. Alright, we have Armor Break on ground with Glenn. Lowers target's defense and mind by 15% for 3 turns. Targets 1 enemy. Not bad. I believe mind probably, I assume, affects their resistance to magic damage. So it's probably their magic defense. Alright, inflict defense and mind break on you. Kylian has Helping Hand, restores HP with a potency of 1.3 on 1 target. Or Wide Swing, a physical attack dealing 1.1 times damage to all enemies. Very good AoE ability. Alright, hit you with the Wide Swing. And then Armor Break on the other soldier as well. Alright, Kylian, finish him off and we're good to move forward. Alright, what do we have up here? More soldiers. You are a commander. That is a little bit more threatening. Okay, get that defense break on you immediately, especially since you're going to use a defensive stance, which is going to be annoying. Wide Swing may be an AoE attack, but it still does 1.1 times damage, so it's still worth it to use relative to our basic attack. Physical multi-hit attack 0.7 per hit. Alright, let's see how many hits that is. 3 hits, so 2.1 times damage total. Alright, let's keep that damage coming. Looks like your defense break has fallen off, so let's reapply that. And we are out of TP on Kylian. We have a finite amount of TP per battle, which we spend on our skills. But our TP and HP are fully refilled between each battle, so there's going to be a bit of a balancing act of figuring out which abilities to use so that we get through battles reasonably quickly while not burning through all of our TP within that one fight. Now, you may have noticed that the main story quest that we're doing right now is the Alpha, not the Omega. You may be inclined to think this is a Bible reference, and it is. But it's not just a Bible reference. In fact, this is the first instance of this game wearing its influences just wholly on its sleeves. It is a Xenogears reference. I can confirm that. It's the Stern and Ritz. She was hit! No way. Focus on your task. I bet the others escaped in time. That is not good. This is not going very well for us at all. Okay, more commanders. Use that armor break. Hylian tear through their health. And we'll just keep the attacks coming till you go down. Yeah, Kylian's Wide Swing is a very high TP ability. We run out of TP very quickly using that, but it's fine. Down goes the commander. And before we head into that building, let's check out what's up here. We got treasure giving us another snack, and looks like a dead end. Well, worth it. Hang in there, everyone. Okay, what do we have in here? Nothing on this floor. Heading down. We have a friend. Glenn, Kylie, and you're both alive. You seem fine as well. Yeah, after I was hurled from the Sternenritz, I found myself in between the enemy lines. I followed your advice and fled from the enemy. Thanks to that, I'm alive. Which also implies that if we told him to take 1 or 2 down before dying, he would be dead. Once I've regained my composure, I'll join you again. Here, take this with you. Nice, got multiple rewards for keeping him alive, and now he is alive to regroup and join us properly in the battles ahead. Watch out, Glenn! That was close! More of them. Get ready. There are too many. Need a hand? Yeah! Commander! Let's show them the power of the Iron Bull's mightiest team-up. Alright, and now for the core feature of this game's combat system, Overdrive. The Overdrive bar is the core of the battle system. The bar has 3 areas, yellow, green, and red, representing the state of the party. The cursor shows the current position on this bar. Almost every action moves the cursor to the right. The small cursor shows where the cursor will jump when choosing an action. When reaching the green area, the party is warmed up and in perfect synergy. This is called Overdrive. In Overdrive, the party takes less damage, deals more damage, and most importantly, only needs to spend half the amount of TP on skills. Always try to stay in Overdrive. Eventually, the party will reach the red area and become overheated. This will let the enemy deal massive damage to you. In order to stay in Overdrive, the cursor must be moved back to the left. This can be done with one of the following actions. Ways of lowering the Overdrive bar. 1. While in Overdrive or Overheat, an icon will appear in the box to the left of the bar. This icon represents a skill type. The number next to it and it shows how many turns the party has before the skill type switches. Using a corresponding skill will make the cursor jump to the left by a great margin. Skills of the corresponding type are also marked yellow. Also note that once you use a skill of the corresponding type, that will also cause the type of action to reduce the bar, jump to the next type, just automatically. So you can't just use multiple of the same type in a row, it'll advance to the next type once you use one. 2. Switching out characters in battle, more details later. 3. Use the defend action. And 4. Use an ultra move, more details later. Alright, summary of Overdrive. Actions move the party's position on the Overdrive bar. Try to reach and stay in the green area. Overdrive effects, damage dealt is raised, damage received is lowered, and skills cost half TP. Overheat effects, red area of the bar, raises the damage received. Stay out. Use different options to make the cursor move back to the left. Alright, let's get to it. So let's see, what do we have on each of our new party members joining us? Marlock has a magical fire attack dealing double damage to one target, or Motivating Words increases defense and mind, which is our magic defense, by 15% for 4 turns applied to all party members. I cannot emphasize enough how important it is to use your buffs. Alright, next up Hein has Poison Smash, inflicts poison with a potency of 25 for 5 turns, can't be resisted and afflicts 1 enemy. And Water Prison, a magical water attack dealing 0.7 damage to all enemies. So that's going to be, with 5 enemies, 3.5 times damage. We're going to start on this elite soldier on the far left. And we are now in Overdrive. I cannot emphasize enough how important it is to stay in Overdrive. If you go below overdrive, it's not great, but it's manageable. If you go into overheat, you are almost certainly going to die. It is very hard to get back out of overheat once you are in it. So you have got to be very, very careful and very observant of your overdrive bar. All right, we're gonna heal up Hein, since Hein took a few unnecessary hits. Undesirable hits, rather. If you are struggling with the overdrive bar, as mentioned before, there is a accessibility option which lets you make the bar much wider. Or if you really want to make your life miserable, you can make it much narrower as well. So generally, if I have the option to do something that'll keep me in overdrive, keep me away from overheat, I'm going to prioritize that over everything else. It is that important to manage your bar. Case in point, this is the second time I've done this fight. I wiped the first time because I accidentally slipped into overheat. And from there, it is nearly unrecoverable. It's a very difficult game. All right, let's burn down that soldier. Down to 3 left. Armor break on you. And poison smash. Get some poison damage going your way. Alright, Kylian, you are just on healing duty, it seems. Motivating words. Yes, refresh that buff on everyone. More importantly, manage our overdrive bar. And cross slash. Yeah, that'll finish off this soldier. Beautiful. Alright, let's poison up those commanders next. Kylian finally has a chance to do an attack. Yes, refresh that buff on everybody. Just keep it up, keep it fresh, keep our overdrive bar low. Far away from the horrors of overheats. Alright, with 2 enemies, this will do 1.4 times damage. Anyone need healing? Yeah, we can heal up Glenn. There we go, 1 commander down, just down to 1 enemy left. I do not like how much our bar is drifting to the right. So we're gonna defend a little bit, get that back down. And we do not have the TP remaining to use our buff ability. Okay. I think we should be good for now. Anyone who's out of TP, I'm going to have them work on defending to lower the bar. Everyone else is going to be going in for the attacks. There are probably better ways to handle this situation, but this is what we have access to at the moment. So you live. Barely. Fools, the Sky Armors were our biggest hope to end all of this quickly. We didn't stand a chance. They call you an ace pilot, and yet you can't even... Shut up, both of you. Save your strength. The stone is near. We will fight the remaining foes on foot. Forward! The Sky Armor again. This is bad. No choice but to fight it now. Don't worry, Commander. Guys, we will deal with it. You go and destroy the stone. Stay alive, you hear me? Of course. So, the enemy has reached the stone. I'm sorry, my lord, but the casualties were... Spare me the details. Everything is going according to plan. Time for the final act. The Opus Stone. Once it is destroyed, the ether cannons are out of fuel. Your assault ends here, fiends. It's that Sky Armor again. That means the others are... I remember that sky armor now. That's Wywyan, a famous doppelsoldier. And I know all of you as well. The Band of the Iron Bull. What madness has befallen you to take such a mission? What did Gravos lure you with? With gold they do not possess? Do you even realize what you're dealing with? We need to get past him, then we smash the stone. Not if I smash your skulls first, you fools! And we have to fight the sky armor. Let's hope the rest of our allies at least weakened it. Okay. Let's start off with some regular attacks to save our TP and build up that overdrive. One more hit will get us into overdrive range. And now we begin. Motivating words to get our defense up. Hylian. Yeah, you should be able to just go for the wide swing. No reason not to. Armor break. Very good idea. Get that armor lowered. And get our overdrive back down towards the bottom. Let's see. Water Prison's going to be useless since that is 0.7 damage on one target. So instead, Poison Smash you. And then while that's up, you're just going to be attacking. And you've got defensive stance, because of course you do. I should probably try and sneak a heal in on Glenn soon. But for now, this is fine. Hey, scumbag, try this dynamite! It's not detonating. Maybe we can give it a smack? Are you serious? Well, we might as well. Dynamite lights when it's on fire. And 200 damage to Wywyan. Alright, let's heal up Glenn real quick. Since we have an opportunity, refresh that defense nerf on you. Defense break, that is. Your poison's still got a couple more turns, so regular attack from you. And we need to get that overdrive gauge back down. Okay. Motivating words, refresh our defense buff. Get us into a little bit of a better situation. Ultimate attack does 30 damage. Incredible. You're so powerful, Sky Armor friend. Yeah, you know what? Take advantage of it. Let's heal up Hylian. And refresh that poison while we're at it. Okay. Fire burst! Surely you're almost dead by now. Oh, that armor break is not sticking. Screw it. In that case, we'll just go for the attacks. We did it! Now for the Opus Stone. No! Commander, Hylian! Opus Stone? What have they told you? Glenn, smash it! Stop, boy! That's no Opus Stone. It's not fueling anything. Don't listen to him. Go! Fools! The Grimoire! Huh? What is this light?